Hello, this is Muffin, and I've got the complete guide to the Pacific Standard heist. The first thing that you have to do is decide who's going to take the money, which we only want one person to carry the money, because if two people carry it, you lose more money upon the drive that we will be doing later when we're headed to the boat. Also, you want the money guy to be the hacker, so that he can stay inside the bank without stepping out at all. You're probably familiar with the technique where the demolition will step out and step back in. You don't need to do that as long as you make the hacker the money guy. The hacker somehow has the ability to stay inside the bank. But the crowd control, you want to be above level 100 so that they can have the RPG. You need to make sure they have the RPG so that they can stand on the table and keep the intimidation all the way up. The RPG glitch is kind of interesting. Only one person has to hold an RPG. It has to be in the main lobby, and it has to have ammo in it, obviously. But you don't have to aim it. You don't have to shoot it. You just stand there and look like a boss with it. I usually stand on a table. There's a few dead points in the room with the RPG, so I recommend standing on a table with it. But once somebody is standing on the table holding the RPG, the other crowd control can go anywhere he wants in the building. So it's pretty handy, especially when you know the guards are coming down every couple minutes or whatever. So picking the outfits, make sure you got the heist gear on. The heist gear increases your health considerably. That's the green bar, not the blue bar. The blue bar is your armor. They won't increase any of that. But the heist gear makes you slow, so you have to jump. And if you want to go like somewhat fast, that's why I'm like hopping over to my car. I got a gold tires, of course, because all my cars are gold, for now at least. This is the quickest route to the bank, the one that I took here. If you follow the yellow thing, it makes a big zigzag across the map. You can kind of see it right there. Usually we hang out in front of the bank for a little bit, show off our cars. Alrighty, so this is where I usually stand because you can aim right over the top and kill the guards if you need to. But like I said, since I'm holding an RPG, the other guy can run wherever he wants and kill the guards. Demolition's gonna open both of the gates. The hacker hacks the thing. Then the demolition has to open the other gate downstairs after the hacking. And then the demolition just runs upstairs. The hacker grabs all the money by himself. And you regroup back by the front door to activate the checkpoint. But after the cutscene, the money guy can just run away from the door so he doesn't get hit by any stray bullets. and he doesn't have to step out at all, despite what most people commonly believe. Also, you can take your mask off by putting earrings on. I thought that's what my guy was doing, but no. I'm doing air guitar right now. I do take my mask off eventually. You just go into accessories and change your inventory or whatever. And here comes the money guy. We're all ready to go. They're fooling around with their actions. Alrighty. Sometimes you can get a car out here, but I looked around, there's no cars. You just blow up all the cops and make sure only one guy runs to the bikes. You want to make sure that he's not the host. The host doesn't want to run to the bikes because it makes the helicopters spawn. Everybody else can just hang out at the bank, but like I said, the hacker can stay inside the whole time. The other two have to step out and then step back in if they're going to do that. This is the best route to the bikes. You jump over this fence, and if your strength's high enough, you'll roll. If not, you'll just flop on the ground there. And then just keep going through here. I don't even shoot at anybody because they can't really hurt you. That's why I wear the Heist gear. It increases your health. You just take a whole bunch of bullets. And then you come out here. You can just run by them, but I didn't. I just like start shooting off a bunch of rockets. There's a cop car that spawns in the front and in the back once you get to this point. And I missed the second one. I got the first one. And then there's these guys running up on foot. And I just saved time by hitting them with the rocket. Pull out your grenade launcher. Most people don't know this. You can aim at like the 6th floor over there. and it'll drop all the bikes without you having to run all the way up to them. Saves quite a bit of time, especially if you're playing with people who don't know what they're doing and you're afraid they might die. It's pretty helpful. I can usually get them like right away, but this time I kind of missed them. You can see the angle that it's at, it's kind of odd. If you run out of grenades, you can just buy some more for your thing, but once you blow up the bikes and it says head to the canyon, it'll switch from go to the bikes to head to the canyon. Then you can commit suicide. And once you restart, all the people, including the money guy, will be over by the bikes. So no longer in the bank. Because you blew up the bikes. Here's what it looks like when a car spawns and you steal one and you drive over and blow up the bikes instead of running. Blew up the bikes already. Now we're killing ourselves. The car is like not letting us do it, and that guy had Heist gear on, so he lived through his first RPG shot. And there he goes, he died from the second one. And then Leland, my friend, also died and landed right on top of him. So this is what happens after you respawn. This is over by the bikes. Somebody's got to blow up the bikes. And usually not the money guy, because you don't want him to get hurt. Your driver has to run into the garage like I am. And the other 3 people have to come over to the apartment so you can invite them in. It only takes a couple seconds to invite them in. As you can see, you just run through your garage, run past your Karumas. You go through the garage to the main apartment, turn around, access the door. It says buzz nearby players in, and it'll give everybody a black screen that says Muffin has invited you into their apartment, or whatever your gamer tag is. And then you go to all enter garage once you can tell that they've already spawned in. There'll be 3 dots on their map, on your map, so you'll be able to tell. And then I have the Ninja Turtles, so I would just pick, you know, this is Donatello obviously, but you can theme your cars whichever way you want, or just only have one car, whatever you want to do. I cut to Leonardo instead of taking Donatello because it has a longer film, and I didn't want to miss anything. So this is us pulling out of the garage. The reason you have to invite everybody in is because it gives you 2 stars when you pull out. So as you can see, we have 2 stars in the top right corner, and you basically, the whole drive, you have to lose the cops once you get out of the garage. You have to make it so that no cops see you until you get over a hill. You're about to see the hill. It's a specific place you want to remember. This is the dirt route. You can also take the road off to the left where the yellow thing says, but you can't take it if there's a cop there. But there'll never be cops if you take this dirt route, so it's much more reliable. Right there, I got stuck in a tree. I didn't realize there was a stationary tree there. But right over this hill, all the stars disappear, as you probably just noticed. And so now we just drive to the boat with no stars the whole time. Nobody shooting at you, obviously, no roadblocks, no cops spawning at all. So, since we have all the money already, we'll probably have all the money when we get there. Even if you just stop in the middle of the road where the roadblocks normally are, and open all your doors, and do a donut. That's perfectly safe. There's nothing around to harm you. But you do have a time limit, so here we go. And this is the fastest route there. You just jump this thing. You don't have to jump that. I've hurt myself lots of times doing it, but I mastered it eventually. It is a safe jump. It's just it takes practice. You don't want to have the money when you practice. But I practice all these jumps, so I pretty much always land them the way you're seeing right here. You may have noticed my license plate says Leonardo. All of my Ninja Turtle Karumas are labeled accordingly. In order to do that, you just need an app on your phone called the iFruit app. On your home phone, like your real phone in real life. Or maybe not your home phone, but your cell phone in real life. Download the iFruit app, and you go to Los Santos Customs and you customize your license plate. You order it and put it on the right car, and then you go into your game and you go to Los Santos Customs with the car that you want it on, that you got the order pending for, and you go in and you purchase it for $100,000. Although if you just want to put one plate on all your cars, it's free. It's just free. You can just stamp it on there, any car you want. But if you want multiple names, you gotta pay for it. Also, you can drive to the boat without going the way we're going. Like, you could take a left right here and go straight to the boat. But there'll be police boats and police choppers, so you'll lose some money. So I don't recommend that, obviously. The cops are going to come back here when we get to the top of the hill. But it's okay, because we're going to drive right by them. And then the route we're taking is the route where you lose the cops off the top of the mountain. So by the time we get to the boat, we'll have no cops again. But that's a checkpoint, so they're always there. But that's literally the only cops you'll see, and this guy that I just flew over. Also, you can do it in brawlers, by the way. As you can see, we have all the money here still. Me and my friend Leland took a brawler, but he jumped it into the river there on the left. You can see him on the map. He tried to drive out, but his brawler got stuck. But this is what it looks like. I currently have the money guy with me, and it's just cool. Because we lost the cops, you can take any vehicle you want. It doesn't matter whether it's a T20 with dirt wheels on it, or a Tyrus with dirt wheels on it, or a brawler, or a tow truck, whatever you want to bring. My favorite is the brawler and the trophy truck, because they're somewhat waterproof and they're off-road vehicles, and that dirt road, like half the drive is all dirt, so dirt vehicles are obviously a plus. You can see those guys shot at me. They didn't hit me because you just drive through without them being able to hit you, but it has happened. It's risky if you're going to take the non-bulletproof car, because you'll just get hit a couple times there. So I would have lost like $12,000, which wouldn't be a big deal, but we didn't. And I've made it through several times without getting shot. I've actually only got shot once with a non-armored vehicle there. Lost money. And this is the fastest route up the thing. A lot of people go around and stuff like that. You just drive straight up the mountainside. You take a left at one of the checkpoints back there, you probably saw. And you want to like sort of pause here so that you don't go off the jump too fast, otherwise you'll go right down over the embankment and take a tumble. Not that it hurts you or anything, it's just you just overshoot the thing and you have to drive back up this slope. By the way, that's the easiest way to get back up that little lip that I jumped right there. Alright, this is an important part. This is where you tell people not to jump. You don't want anybody to jump out of the car, because it'll spin the car. And sometimes the car hurts people. Motorcycles are made for jumping out. Cars aren't. By the way, these are trophy trucks. We took the trophy trucks. We didn't lose money on the drive. We lost money at the bank, but we still, well, we did lose money here because I'm doing a stunt. But I landed on my wheels. I just happened to hit a tree. But, yeah, the next jump, after you do the big one right there, is this one. And it just makes you able to cross the river. Just no problem. With any vehicle. It works better with the Karuma, but these trophy trucks obviously do pretty good with it too. And here's a little bit of how waterproof these trophy trucks are. They're pretty beast. The front wheels don't float out of the water like the Brawler. The Brawler's front wheels float, but these can go completely underwater as long as you're moving and just be fine. The film clip cut out, but Leland drove by at the end of this session just completely underwater. He drove right under the boat. Alrighty, and here we are taking several Karumas, 3 Karumas. There's a little trick to this. Basically, if you want to lose the cops and take multiple vehicles, you have to invite everybody in, like I showed you earlier in the video. But then the other guy that wants to drive just has to step out of the garage door and then right back into his apartment. And he can do that because he lost the cops. This is where you have to quit. So what you do is you press the middle button once, you press start on your game, go down to quit, and then you wait 1, 2, 3 from where the bridge passes, and you quit. And you quit directly on 3. Just like 1, 2, 3. And it should look like this when that happens. If it goes straight to cutscene, that means that you probably lost your finale. But sometimes it doesn't. And if 3 people enter Lester's office in this cutscene, then you know that you still have your finale. And you can just keep running your finale over and over and over again. And if you have a friend who also has the finale, he can pay you back. So you're not just paying people. This is the most lucrative thing in the game. Pretty much, I made 160 million off this, which would be like $1,600 in shark cards. And I still have a few things I want to buy. So I can't understand why they would want you to spend $1,600 on shark cards in order to buy the things that you want in the game, when the game only costs 50 bucks. But I think there's pretty much no patch for this. Once you made a bunch of money, you can buy yourself a bunch of supercars and paint them all the same color, red and black, and stuff them all in one garage, or, you know, 5 garages. I guess 5 is the max you can have for now. But I've pretty much filled all mine up. Obviously this one's full. But yeah, thanks for watching.